Hi everyone, Kurt Singh here. I don't know if this is needed or if it can be useful for anyone, but I do see a lot of comments asking, how do I rank my Pokemon for PvP? Um, so let's see here. I'll go to CP count. So you'll see all my top Pokemon here are 4 stars. Then as you move down and you get into the 1400s, keeping in mind Great League has to be under 1500. I'll just pick a random one here. Um, let's say like this Primeape. It's a shadow. So that's the stat. So then you take a screenshot, and I like to go into the app called PvPoke or PokeGenie, hit import, upload that photo, and then it tells you for Great League and Ultra League where it ranks. And for Ultra or for Great League, it says that it can still be a shadow. For Ultra League, it would want you to purify it. To rank a little bit better, it would be 72 over 103 if it was stayed shadow. But then you can click the red circle to the top left-hand side, and then it will bring it up, and you can go through the evolution lines, and it tells you their typing. At the top there, you can see Annihilate turns into a ghost and fighting. It shows you the attack, defense, and stamina. Then you can go to moves, and you can pick the different moves that it can have. Anything red um, is a legacy move, so you need Elite Charge TMs to do it, or sometimes you can't even do it. Then it'll show you the rankings, and then this is the PVIV. So if you want the rank number 1 all the way down all the list, it'll tell you IV combo is a 1 attack, 15, 15, and it'll come to a 15 CP or 1500 CP. If you wanted it for Ultra League, now you need a 7, 15, 15, and that's classed as the top one. I like to do even numbers as much as I can, so I personally would probably prefer the rank number 7, which goes to 2500 evenly. And then it also tells you type effectiveness. So it'll tell you what it's super, super weak to, what it resists, and what it's neutral to. And then, after you've done that, I like to go to the website pvpoke.com, and then it'll go through. You have Great League. I have Great Leads selected, and you go overall leads, closers, switches. So if you go to a lead, then it shows you Primeape is number 1, not the shadow, obviously. But then you can expand that, and it tells you the preferred move set. So Karate Chop, Rage Fist, Close Combat. Key wins. It'll beat Ferret, Cradily, Gastrodon, Corviknight, and Wigglytuff. It loses key matchups. Jellicent, Azumarill, Sableye, Shadow Sableye, Altaria, and Galarian Corsola. And then you can really deep dive into this sort of stuff, and you can also go at the top of the page here, those 3 lines. You can go into all kinds of detail, build teams, figure out what your team is weak to, stuff like that. But so basically, the idea is you find good ranked Pokemon in here. You find like your my Pokemon here. You can go through and you can see like this Magikarp is 99.5% as Gyarados in Ultra League. So you find a good ranked Pokemon, and then you go through and you're like, okay, for leads, okay, maybe Arachnid. Oh, well, Arachnid is weak to Corviknight. So what I like to do then is I like to go into Corviknight. Okay, what beats Corviknight? Altaria, Cradily, Melmar. So then I go into switches. I'm like, okay, well, what are the top switches? What are the most common ones? Well, Corviknight is, and stuff like that. So then I basically build out my team that way, based on, okay, well, I kind of want to play with this Pokemon. Should I keep it in the lead? Should I put it in as a switch? Should it be my closer? And the more you kind of get accustomed with using all those different things, the more it'll help. Carbink, for an example, really good closer. However, if you get stuck with like a Jellicent in the back or Empoleon or something like that, it's just going to get deleted. So you kind of have to play around with that sort of stuff. I hope that helps. This might be a little bit too long of a video. Um, Let me know if people would like more of that kind of information.